blood on the streets. Last night in Harlem, around 8:45, I was in my office right around the corner here, and suddenly I heard this, what was clearly a gun being fired. It sounded like a cannon. I mean, the blast was like huge, bang. And I looked out the window, and I seen the shadowy figure fleeing down the block. So I grabbed my camera and I came out here to see what it was. And when I came out, the police were just arriving, and there was a young black man laying on the ground in what appeared to be agonizing pain. It must have been the whole 32nd precinct, and half of one police plaza was out here, suits and brass and everything else. And they roped off the area, was doing the usual crime scene thing. But while they're doing all this here, the poor victim laid on the ground, you know, like a bag of a heap of garbage, waiting for a garbage truck to come pick it up. Harlem Hospital is just 2 blocks away. You understand? We're on 138th Street in Adam Clayton Powell Boulevard. And so he laid there in agony, moaning, and the police were more concerned about roping off the so-called crime scene. But what really struck me and really, you know, I mean, was so painfully clear was this black on black youth violence. I mean, it has totally permeated the community here. I looked at this and saw the young people converging on the scene, and they were acting like, you know, this was a video, a movie scene or something. Oh man, he got hit, man, look out, oh man, the brother, man. And it was no empathy for the victim. It was nothing. This was just another video they were watching on TV or something, man. You know, I mean, it was a total lack of humanity and concern about the victim. But this is something that is going national. I mean, this is national. Not a day goes by that we don't watch the media and we see this happening in Louisiana, we see this happening in Ohio, we see this happening in California, in Newark, all over the country. You understand? Our young black men, for the most part, are out here in the streets, maiming and killing one another. For what? The guy that left the scene last night, he wasn't $5 richer than he was before this incident. And the guy laying on the ground, he didn't look like he had 2 cents in his pocket. I mean, the motive clearly wasn't a monetary gain. So what is the reason for this? You know, it's madness, man. And to stand there and look at this and not feel no empathy for the person on the ground. That person has a family. He might have kids. You understand what I'm talking about? But he clearly has families. He's not a piece of meat. Why are our youth doing this, man? It makes absolutely no sense. All it talks to me speaks is ignorance. Total ignorance, man. It's madness, man. And how do they see, I mean, what do they see? What are they thinking? I mean, it's a question that all of us have to ask ourselves, man. We hear the academics and we hear the social activists talking about we got to save our youth and we got to do this, we got to do that. Hey, let me hear from somebody that has a solution. You know what I mean? You know, not from academia, but down here in the streets where it counts, man, where this kid laid on the ground and bled, waiting for an ambulance to come to pick him up. Nobody even bent down to console this kid, because that's how society views him now, as garbage, social junk. And why do they view him that way? The kid's got a lot to do with it. Come on, we can't blame it all on the system, man. How dumb can you get? How dumb can you get? So the kids that they perpetrating this violence against, man, they look in the mirror and they see him. That same kid laying on the ground there, man, the kid that did that to him, man, when he look in the mirror, he's gonna see that same kid, because they all the same. There's not an iota bit of difference in them. Their social location, their physical appearance, their economic circumstances is all exactly the same. They belong to the same family, yet they continue doing this to one another. Madness, man. Madness. That's all it is. It's madness, man. They need to stop and take a look in the mirror. Because what they appear to be angry at, and what they're willing to go out here and shoot, burn, rape, and kill, is themselves. That's what they're doing. They're killing themselves. Maybe it's self-hatred. But one thing is for sure, it's sad. It is sad. This is All Things Harlem. Thank you.